just sitting up here, just chilling, watching Bullsh on YouTube. He's on live. But anyway, y'all, let me tell y'all why the Cleveland media is so against nephew Shedeur. He is a threat to their livelihood. Because let me tell you something. The Cleveland Browns media have one narrative. One. QB, QB, QB. That's what they're used to. They can sit up there all they want and say that they want want the Browns to find a franchise QB, but no, they don't. And let me tell y'all why. You got to think, since the Browns came back, they've had 43, which includes Shedeur, starting last year. 43 QBs. 43. Since 1999, since they went into the expansion or something like that, 95 or 99, I think it was 99. So you're talking about over 20 years, going on 30, that they've always said QB, 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 and that has kept them in business. That has kept them in business. But see, the perfect timing has come because they know Shedeur has already shown that once you give it to him, he's not going to let go. The same thing happened last year when Dylan got concussed. Let's say he got concussed. I think he was not concussed in that Ravens game. I think he was concussed in that Steelers game that he played when he was tackled 6 times when they kept going after him. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But it's important. I'm glad that he, Dilly, was able to come back from the concussion. But regardless, Shedeur came in and he started the Ravens game and he set the tone and he didn't let go. So what they feel like was, can remember Kevin Stefanski, his whole thing is, once Dylan clears concussion protocol, he's gonna go back to playing, and then that's when the owner and Andrew Berry had to step in and say, no, Shedeur is going to play the remainder of the season. So that, so anyway, that put Shedeur in a situation to where he could continue that and compete for the starting QB for the upcoming season. So the thing that happened was they saw Shedeur. They know Shedeur. Once Shedeur gets his stride, and we started seeing him get his stride even in that Ravens game, regardless of how that turned out. But they know that. You can go back to when this boy was in Pee Wee League. You can go when he was at Trinity Christian School. You can go back to when he was at Jackson State. You can go back to when he was at Colorado. He changed that program at each and every turn. His leadership and his dad's leadership. Coach Sanders has put it in Shedeur. Shedeur know what to do to turn this team around. He know the type of QB he has to be. And so, but the Browns their whole thing is the Cleveland media, not the Browns. The Cleveland media is like, he's gonna give us a different narrative. We only talk about one thing, QB, 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 and it always keeps us in business. It's not so much that, everybody always think Oh, the Cleveland media, they want Arch Manning. No, they don't. They don't want Arch Manning. They don't want nobody. They want a QB drafted every single year, and they want a QB who is horrible so that they can continue to, and that so that the franchise can move on, and then they can continue the same narrative. Oh, we need a franchise QB, knowing damn well they don't want a franchise QB. The Cleveland media, the sleazy Cleveland SMEARdia, they don't want a franchise QB. And when it comes to Shedeur, they can't get him with the play. What they do is they on a smear campaign. The anybody but Shedeur didn't work. QBR, all of that, they kept bringing that up. Todd Michael was like, well, fuck that. I ain't got nothing to do with that because that's not a real stat. And this damn sure, like Coach Mike said, when he said everybody's going to get an opportunity. Everybody on that roster, if you a QB, you have gotten reps. Like he said, they're not going to be even, but you're going to get reps. So it all boils down to the Cleveland media. They trying to protect their pocket. They don't give a damn about this team. Most of the people in the Cleveland media, do you know that they like the Bengals? They are only there for a job. They're only talking about the Cleveland Browns for a job, and it comes out. It comes out so negative. If they were to put pro-Browns commentators in now, you would have a whole different narrative. You would have a whole different narrative. They had Adam the Bull, the real big fat one that wear the same dirty jeans and that same dirty shirt. He said at training camp he don't be white. He said he don't watch 7-on-7. He said he only watch 11-on-11 when it's the first team. How can you comment and have commentary and be very even and very unbiased to where you can just look at what's going on? How can you do that when you're willing to look away from from the facts or from what's happening on field? You have to have a well-rounded approach. You have to put the nuances in there. You have to put any qualifications that need to be in there. They're just like, they're saying, okay, Dylan is doing good. Dylan should get more reps. Dylan's completion and all of that, it looks amazing. Dylan is throwing to the third, practicing with the third and fourth stringers. But they don't want to say that. They just want to throw the QB tracker up there and put out some arbitrary narrative when it really doesn't fit what's really going on, and then when other people come in with the facts, the first thing they try to say is, oh, they just want Shedeur. They don't want nobody to say nothing about Shedeur. You say something about Shedeur, they cuss you out. They do this, that, and the third. So now that they can't come after Shedeur, they're coming after his supporters. Saying that we're not informed, that we need to listen to them and take what they say into consideration. But not me. Not me. Because first of all, I tune them out. They lie too much. They lie, they smear, they're negative, they are incompetent, they're ignorant, they're racist. It's so much that I can say about the sleazy Cleveland SMEARdia. But you know what? I got better things to do with my time, such as enjoy nephew Shedeur Sanders dominating at camp. Hallelujah! Thank you. I'll talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Bye.